Welcome to VHS and Chill. Found some cheap tapes, so let's look at the contents. A very beat up box. Ooh, dear Lord, I hope the contents are still intact. They seem to be intact because the seller saw fit to include bubble wrap. Very nice. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the widescreen edition. Always a rare find, a widescreen VHS tape. This is the UK version. This will be, of course, eventually used for a future Disney comparison video. I'm currently working on Fantasia, so yeah, this will be in 2029, something like that. Speaking of Fantasia, here is Fantasia, the UK version. So one I can definitely use for the upcoming comparison. What does it say? Exclusive Fantasia poster offer. See back for details. See back for details, and I don't see any details. Okay, I've been swindled. Oops, the box doesn't open. There is a booklet included, but nothing on the poster. So was this a sticker that was once present on the back? We may never know. Robin Hood, again, UK edition. I think these are all UK. So this was a Belgian seller, but no, it was a Dutch seller. But from his communication, he was only typing and mailing me in English, so I'm guessing it's an expat. It's probably a British guy who used to buy UK tapes and now he lives in the Netherlands. Robin Hood, of course, one of the all-time best Disneys. I, for one, am very fond of the Dutch dubbed version. This is probably the only time I think I prefer like one or two Disneys in the Dutch dub, and Robin Hood is one of them because, well, the voices are just so good. It's really a great dub. There's something wrong with the box. I can't seem to, as you can see here, there's a sort of some damage, so I can't close the box. Ah, here you go. Weird. Mulan, again, UK edition. Very nice. Also widescreen, quite cool. I love widescreen VHSs because they were so rare back in the day. I think I've only, back in the 90s, the only time, so contemporary widescreen tapes that I've ever seen in my life in the 90s. I remember Desperado in the Fnac store in Antwerp. Very expensive. Normal tapes were like 800 Belgian francs, and Desperado, the widescreen tape, was like 950 or even 1,000 Belgian francs, which is equivalent of $25. And of course, Star Wars. The Star Wars trilogy was available in the silver box instead of the gold box for the special edition. Those are the only two times that I saw widescreen tapes back then. And Hercules, also on UK tape. And an ad for Flubber. I've never seen Flubber. Let's continue with the second box. Same seller. 101 Dalmatians. Again, the UK tape. Name a puppy. Win a trip to Disneyland Paris. Closing date the 28th of February 1997. So that's 29 years ago. Oh, here's a sticker. So probably the what was it? The Fantasia competition had a sticker. It says here, name the puppy competition. Terms and conditions. Only residents of the UK and the Republic of Ireland, except employees of Walt Disney. Entry limited to over 16 unless parents or guardians' consent has been provided. All entrants agree to abide by the rules. Okay. Closing date, so the 28th of February 1997. What does it say? Prizes include 10 short breaks for 4, sharing a room, including 2 nights accommodation in one of Disneyland Paris's resort hotels, excluding the Disneyland Hotel, because that's the most expensive one. 1 continental breakfast, 1 character breakfast, 1 Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. Oh, that's very nice because that's very expensive. That's even in the 90s, that was like a 75 euro ticket. And 3 days unlimited entry into the theme park. Back then was just 1 park, now it's 2. Return travel is courtesy of Hertz Car Hire and Le Shuttle. The price cannot be modified and there is no cash alternative. Okay. The price is valid from February until September 1997. Travel insurance is not included. No cash alternatives. Yeah, why would you need a cash alternative if you can go to Disneyland Paris? Proof of posting is not accepted as proof of delivery. Responsibility will not be accepted for mislaid, damaged, or defaced applications. Ooh, defaced applications. If any of you out there watching, if you were a winner of this contest, did you name your puppy? What name did you give your puppy? So chime in the comments down below if you were one of these winners. I'd love to hear your story. Peter Pan, again, UK tape, lovely, one of the all-time best. It's quite funny that Peter Pan is advertised with Peter Pan. Why would you advertise Peter Pan when you've just bought Peter Pan? What were they thinking? And last but certainly not least, Aladdin, also UK tape, the most spectacular animated classic yet, which is probably a line they use again the next year with The Lion King. Yeah, love it. Lovely, 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 lovely. And ads for Dumbo, Mary Poppins, and Robin Hood. So that's 8 tapes for €20. I paid $2.50 a piece. Very nice. These will all be very much welcome for future comparison videos. Starting with, as stated, Fantasia. Until we meet again, keep collecting Disney UK tapes. So that's 8 tapes for just, what did I pay?